You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. Minor Family Dentistry would like to bring you the following dental health tip. It's recommended to have a dental checkup no later than your child's first birthday. An adult should brush for a young child and monitor older children's brushing to ensure a good job is done. Flossing should start when teeth are touching. Minor Family Dentistry wishes you good dental health. Families, including children of all ages, are welcome. Minor Family Dentistry, 1010 Downing and Hayes. Find them in the Next Tech directory.
Dad, you won't believe what I just saw!
What are you talking about?
The Giants!
Giants? I'll show you a giant.
Yes!
15 All-Star Giants!
Not you, Dad. The giant African dinosaurs at the Sternberg Museum of Natural History.
Oh, those giants. Let's go now.
Yes!
Come out to the Sternberg Museum of Natural History for a once-in-a-lifetime experience exploring the featuring exhibit, Giant African Dinosaurs.
Hello, and welcome to You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. My name is Dana Stanton, and I'm the coordinator of the West Central Kansas Smart Start program. And with me today is Ken Loos. Good morning, Ken.
How are you?
I am fine. Now, Ken, first of all, tell us what organization you work with and what do you do there?
I work for High Plains Mental Health Center, which is the region's only licensed mental health center. We cover the 20 counties of northwest Kansas. And I am the manager of the Community Prevention, Education, and Outreach Department, as well as a therapist.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's May, and from what you told me, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Absolutely. Of course, mental health issues can occur at any time, but May is that month to kind of increase people's awareness and to reach out differently. For about 50 years or so, a grassroots organization called Mental Health America has come up with themes to encourage people to seek out information on mental health. 2 themes this year. One is do more for 1 in 4, and also healing trauma's invisible wounds.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you explain a little more about those themes? Do those apply to everyone?
Actually, they really do. The 1 in 4 is the fact that in any given year, at least 1 in 4 adults has a diagnosable mental illness. Mm-hmm. Now, even though, we focus on early childhood and other issues on this show, the reality is we're looking at parents and aunts and uncles, grandparents, mm-hmm. siblings, and others. And when it comes to mental health issues, anxiety occurs during the adolescent years, depression is seen very frequently during teenage years, early adulthood. Sadly, substance abuse and other significant mental illnesses start to occur before someone turns 20. Mm-hmm. So that's a focus just on doing more for that 1 in 4 individual, mm-hmm. and being a little bit aware of people who struggle around you. Mm-hmm. The trauma theme of healing trauma's invisible wounds is really a new realization of how many people have been traumatized, mm-hmm. and that trauma plays such a big role in so many challenges that people face.
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned 1 in 4 people have a mental health problem, but they haven't went to someone for help. Why do you think that is? Why is there that hesitancy not to seek help?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. Historically, we looked at about 2 out of 3 people that suffered from mental health not seeking out services. Later estimates here have been around 50%. Stigma is by far the #1 issue. Again, if we think about parents of children, there might be this fear of, I'm being a bad parent, people will judge me, I should be able to take care of this, I should be able to fix this. The other reality is some people think they can't afford mental health services. They don't realize that most insurance covers mental health, as well as there's a sliding fee scale if you look at your community mental health center.
Mm-hmm. Now, we talk about mental health services for young children. Why is it important to catch these problems so early?
Like with any problem, whether you're talking about a problem with your vehicle or a problem with your house, the sooner you catch it, the easier it is to treat, and the more likely you're going to have a very good outcome. So whether you're concerned about potential like attention deficit disorder, whether you're worried about anxiety, some other things, the sooner those things are looked at by your family physician, nurse practitioner, local community mental health center, wherever you feel the most comfortable to first reach out, faith community. The bottom line is it's so much easier to catch it when it's early.
Now, if a parent has a concern about their child, is their doctor the first person to talk to? I mean, where would you point them? What direction should they go?
I think their doctor is an excellent first place to go. If your child is in the school system, certainly use the resources, whether it's through Smart Start, school counselors, school nurses. The bottom line is approaching someone you feel comfortable talking about these issues with, asking some questions. A lot of times, again, with the stigma, if you bring up mental health, people will downplay their challenges very quickly and say, you know, that's for people who really struggle, and that's not my kid, or that's not me. Well, do reach out and look for information. And there's also some excellent websites as well.
Oh, beautiful opportunity for me to say, through a group we work with, we've developed a website called HaysParents.com. And there's lots of information on that website, but in particular, lots of information about mental health resources here in our community, who to call, lots of numbers, information about screenings and things like that. So that's a great resource for parents, HaysParents.com, to check that out. Ken, any final thoughts before we go?
You know, it's just one of those aspects, again, that with mental health issues, I like to remind people that if they had a physical health problem, they wouldn't hesitate to go to their family doctor. If they were diabetic, if they were asthmatic, high blood pressure, wouldn't hesitate to get help. Mental health is very much a similar situation. You know, don't wait to reach out and find out what resources are available. Feel free to either call us at High Plains, no obligation phone call, or to reach out to other local resources.
What is that number at High Plains?
But our local number is 785-628-2871. Again, we have offices throughout Northwest Kansas, but our main office is here in Hays.
Thank you so much, Ken.
My pleasure.
You've been watching You and Your Young Child, the program devoted to early childhood. Parents, remember, you are your child's first and best teacher. Thank you.
Thanks for watching You and Your Young Child, a program of information and services available for you and your child from prenatal to age 5. You can watch the program weekdays in the noon and 9 o'clock hours. You and Your Young Child has been brought to you in part by Minor Family Dentistry and by the Sternberg Museum of Natural History.